Hello gorgeous, I'm Kylie Patchett and welcome to Destination Delicious. I'm so excited to have you here. What's Destination Delicious all about? You see, a few years ago I was very different to what I am now. I was overweight, I was depressed, I was stuck and I was frustrated and I was pretty pissed off with the world, to be honest. I had disconnected from my beautiful husband and my gorgeous girls, and I just realized that I was at a turning point. I knew that something was missing in my life. I'd just been a carer for my dad, and after many, many years, he'd passed away, and I found myself at a crossroads. And I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany that I just watched my dad die at the age of 90, having never expressed his deepest desires, his gift to the world, or his natural talent. He'd never used the filter of joy or deliciousness for his life. His life was all about duty, responsibility, and doing the right thing. And I realized I was on exactly the same track. Now, what I realized in this epiphany was sooner or later, we all end up in a box. Sooner or later, we all end at some point in this world and pass to wherever we go next. And so I realized that I had a choice. I could either use duty, responsibility, and doing the right thing as my filters, which has ended up getting me fat, depressed, smoking, drinking too much, and disconnected from my family, or I could make a different decision. And what I decided to do was draw a line in the sand and design a life that truly, madly, deeply nourished me on all levels. Now, part of that was going and retraining in integrative health, and I now have a thriving coaching practice. My area of genius is helping high-achieving women just like you to break through the superwoman syndrome bullshit we've all been sold and actually design a life that fills them up, to give them what they really want. And that's where Destination Delicious comes in. Destination Delicious is a 7-week online intensive. It was designed specifically for women who are feeling stuck, frustrated, overweight, overwhelmed, or somehow feel like there's something missing, but they just don't know what it is. See, I get it. I've been there before. And what I realized also was that when I was in that position, I knew what I needed to be doing with my health. I knew what I needed to be doing to change my career and my life. But the problem was I was so stuck, I couldn't get out of my own way. You see, knowing that something's missing is not enough. Knowing what you need to do to treat yourself better, body-wise or career or relationship-wise, is not enough. What I know from coaching is that all of that stuff, the overweight, the overscheduled, the not being able to walk into your house without snapping at anyone, that's all just surface stuff. What's really going on is that underneath the surface, you've got some sort of belief or value or something that you've chosen to believe that affects how you show up in the world, and it affects what you think is possible for yourself. So Destination Delicious is not just a health program. It's not just another diet and exercise thing where you plug in and play it and it's a one-size-fits-all approach, because they don't work long-term. What we've put together is a head, heart, and health journey that does really reset your life. So what does it entail? Every single week you'll get a short video from me explaining a holistic health strategy or principle to include in your everyday life, but also to provide a foundation for change, a mindset reset technique. So we'll be looking at what are your deepest beliefs about yourself, about happiness, about what you should look like, about doing the right thing, about money and business and all of those underpinning beliefs. And we'll also spend a lot of time giving you the tools to understand how to listen to your own answers. You see, that's where I got off track. I started living my life based on other people's expectations, or actually what I thought they expected of me. And I hear this again and again and again in my coaching practice. Women seem to have this thing where they do what they think is expected of them, but we get so disconnected from what we actually really want for ourselves that somehow down the track, 10 or 20 years time, we sit there and go, this is not what my life is supposed to look like. I'm supposed to be happy and carefree and independent, or whatever it is that you've always desired for yourself. And we get ourselves caught up. And so we give you the mindset strategies, the ability to listen to your own wisdom, and then underpin it with health principles. They're designed to have you access sweeter relationships, a better relationship with yourself, to end that bitchy self-talk that tells you that you're too fat, too stupid, too slow, too whatever it is that's going on in the background. We also give you some really good, easy techniques on how to nourish yourself well and exercise, because movement is a joy and it moves energy around your body. We also give you some really beautiful divine permission to include play and pleasure and deliciousness as an everyday driver. It is not your job to go through life feeling like you're on a treadmill and then occasionally on Sunday afternoon or once a year on a holiday, you have joy in your life. Joy is meant to be underpinning everything that we do on this planet by virtue of the simple fact that you were born. You deserve that. So we give you permission to do that, and we also give you some beautiful techniques to deal with stress and to really map out what your delicious life looks like. Give you some action points on how to get there. So Destination Delicious is designed to give you the tools to make life transformation. Not only that, you actually have access to a live group coaching call every single week, which goes through the weekly review of what you had in your lessons at the beginning of the week, and also provides some time for one-on-one question and answer so that you can get your own specific questions answered, discuss any blocks you've come up against, and really create a supportive network. The other thing you'll have access to is a Facebook community. Here's what I know about life transformation. It's one thing to decide to do it, and it's another to actually be able to go through with the plan. And a huge part of that is accountability, support, and community. Life transformation just works a hell of a lot better when you've got someone cheerleading you and you've got the support of other people going through similar experiences. And that's what the Facebook community is all about. Also, as a bonus, if you register before the early bird registration of April the 20th, you'll receive 2 extra bonuses. Number 1, you'll receive a one-on-one coaching session with me where we can go through any particular big challenge that you really want to dive deep into and flick forever. And the second thing is you have access to over 8 hours of expert interviews. I've hand selected all sorts of different specific experts in women's health. People like gluten-free experts, exercise coaches, prosperity coaches, financial abundance people, people about pleasure, sexual education, manifesting, all of these specific areas that will really help you along your journey to a delicious life. So honey, I hope that you can join us. If you're ready to get rid of that feeling of being overwhelmed or stuck or frustrated or unhappy with how you're turning up physically in the world, or just the end of feeling like there's something missing that you just don't know where to start, if you're ready to go on the journey of a lifetime, I would love for you to join us. Come on over and let's get delicious together.